It's time now for a look at the latest in local news. In the news, Wayne County schools remain closed today. A meeting is planned this afternoon among school officials to decide what's the plan for next week. Good news is that all the Wayne County schools in Wayne County now have power. Issue they stated is how many roads in the county are still impassable. They're hoping to evaluate that today at their meeting and make a decision about schools next week. The school system will update that decision on their website this afternoon, so check out the website for the latest information regarding schools next week. Homecoming game and festivities have been moved to the week of October 15th through the 18th, with the homecoming game set for Friday night at JC Stadium on the 18th of October. Again, Wayne County will host BC that evening. The parade and the homecoming contestants and their escorts will be in the parade downtown Jesup on Thursday afternoon, October the 17th. This Friday night's game has been moved to Monday, October the 7th at 6 p.m. at Perry High School. And we got the details about the football game on our local sportscast. Other news, GBI is investigating the death of an inmate at Wayne County Jail who was found unresponsive in his cell back on September 26th. Inmate is from Wayne County. His name is Richard Boone. Back on the date in question, the Wayne County Jail notified 911 that the inmate was unresponsive. EMS was notified along with other deputies while detention officers were doing cell checks. They were notified by another inmate that Boone was unresponsive. Officers went into the cell and found Richard Boone unresponsive. Life-saving measures were performed but were unsuccessful. Coroner was notified. Mr. Boone was pronounced dead, and the GBI was notified immediately and called in to conduct the investigation. Mr. Boone's body has been sent to the GBI crime lab for an autopsy. Once again, at this time, they state the case is simply under investigation by the GBI. Death toll in Georgia from Hurricane Helene has reached 33, and the latest report from Governor Kemp's office is that nearly 300,000 Georgia residents remain without power today. Governor has suspended the state's gas tax to help Georgians during this recovery period. He also extended the state of emergency through next Wednesday, October the 9th. He's traveled the state this week assessing the damage. He visited Hazelhurst, one of the hardest hit cities in the state, this past Tuesday. State Representative Stephen Meeks is going to join us on Monday's world-famous Butch and Bob Show to discuss the impact of the storm and the FEMA process and how the state and federal governments can help those in need. And that's coming up on Monday's world-famous Butch and Bob Show. Stephen Meeks in studio. We'll be back with more news after this word from our sponsor or other commercial messages, so please stay tuned. City of Jesup commissioners met Thursday for their regularly scheduled monthly meeting. The commissioners voted unanimously on the architect that will handle the CDBG grant and improvements to the Boys and Girls Club. Rich Bennett on hand with the recommendation. As he said, 2 architects bid on the project, and the only difference was cost. Commissioners accepted the lower bid from Jacqueline Gregory, who it was stated has done work on the Boys and Girls Club building 10 years ago. The vote was unanimous Tuesday. City Manager Nick Ellis says the money will come from SPLOST 4 funds. Commissioners got an update on the East Jesup Sewer project from Patrick Martin, the city's Environmental Services Director. He says the city's been working hard to look for ways to save money on that project. They're using cameras to look through the pipe system from McDonald's to the project site. They say the pipe itself is good, but the pipes need cleaned out. They've hired a company to do that. The cost $74,000. Again, SPLOST 4 funds being used. Patrick Martin also gave an update on the sewer repairs on Orange Cedar and an alley on South Macon Street. Martin says the city received damage from Hurricane Debbie, a ton of rain in the sewer system, which caused several sinkholes. One of those sinkholes is by El Dorado Restaurant. Money approved last night to help alleviate the problem. The cost $191,399. Again, SPLOST 4 funds approved on unanimous vote. And the final item on the agenda approved a variance request by First Free Will Baptist Church. That variance request approved on unanimous vote. Under items with the commissioners and the mayor, each commissioner and mayor simply praised and thanked their city employees, department heads, and all those employees who spent hours and hours of hard work helping clean up the city after the storm. Commissioners saying they owe them a debt of gratitude for all they've done. Mike Deal stated it's a blessing to live in a small town, have everyone pull together and help their fellow man. Again, that's a look at last night's city council meeting, again postponed from this Tuesday. The county commissioners meet on Monday. Their agenda is out. On the agenda, under old business, Lamar Eccles, the rec director, will consider and approve an update on pickleball courts. That was tabled from the August 22nd meeting. Also, they're going to consider and approve that third attorney position at the DA's office. Under new business, Bill Schumann, engineer, consider and approve the TIA project's contract. Brandon Purcell, engineer, consider and approve bids for Linden Drive and Bluff Road. Also consider and approve bids for J.C. Hamilton Road, and consider and approve resolution authorizing the filing of an application with the Department of Transportation for Wayne County Transit. Fire Chief Jared Huffman and Amy Robertson, E911 Supervisor, on the agenda to consider and approve radio towers. EMS Director Patrick Parson on the agenda to consider and approve EMS generator. And also on the agenda is consider and approve resolution requesting financial audit of accounts from the DA's office. A couple of board appointments, items with the administrator, items with the county clerk, items with the commissioners. Again, that's set for Monday, October 7th at the County Commissioners Meeting Room at 6 p.m. A reminder, last day to register to vote to be able to vote in the upcoming November 5th general election is Monday, October the 7th. Advanced voting is going to begin on Tuesday, October the 15th and run through Friday, November the 1st. Early voting takes place Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the election and registration building located at 306 East Pine Street in Jesup. There will be 2 Saturdays of early voting. Those dates are October the 19th and October 26th, and the early voting times on Saturday are from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. If you have any questions about registering to vote or early voting, call the Wayne County Registrar's Office. That number is 912-427-5950. And we'll be back with some final news notes after this word from our sponsor or the commercial messages, so please stay tuned. Final notes in the news. A reminder, this Saturday was the original date for the Odom's 49th annual celebration, homecoming, but the homecoming date's now been set for October 26th. The City of Odom says they'll have more details as that date nears. If you need any additional information, call Odom City Hall at 912-586-2211. Also canceled the William Todd Memorial Rodeo, which was set for next weekend. It was going to be their 25th year anniversary, but the storm destroyed the facility, and the rodeo has simply been canceled. Wayne County Fair opened tonight and Saturday, as the fair has drawn big crowds all week long. Final 2 days tonight and Saturday. The time Friday and Saturday from 6 to 11. Admission price $15, cash only, but it includes all the rides. The fair is sponsored by the Wayne County Board of Tourism. Poplar Farm set to open Saturday, October 5th with their 10-acre Luke Bryan corn maze. Poplar Farm's open every weekend now from October the 5th to November the 3rd. If you need more information, call Poplar Farms. That number is 912-586-2215 or 912-586-6380, or visit Poplar Farms' website, poplarfarms.com. And finally in the news, as Wayne County recovers from the hardest storm to hit this area in many years, and many people still without power and people hurting, just a shout out to all the unsung heroes in Wayne County, and there are many, as Wayne Countyans came out to help their neighbors, help strangers. Churches and others rallied to provide hot meals. The school nutrition program provided meals for several days for kids who needed those meals. People came out with chainsaws and cleared out yards and roads. People offered people water, hot showers, a bag of ice, cash money, as many were only taking cash money. And hats off to Harris Ace Hardware, who opened their doors and provided much-needed materials to those in need. And the list goes on and on and on here in Wayne County. It was stated at last night's city council meeting. It's just another display of how blessed we are to live in a small-town community. Always, when the chips are down, rally and come to those in need. Again, thanks to all who are out there helping those in need. It's much appreciated, much needed, and much respected, and mostly envied by all those who live in those big cities who haven't a clue how to help someone in need and don't even want to be bothered. Again, thank God for communities like Wayne County, which I'm proud to call home for over 40 years. I tell my family who all live in big cities all the time, words can't describe how blessed I am to say I'm from Jesup, Georgia, Wayne County, Georgia, a place that continues to reach out and lend a helping hand to those in need. That's going to do it for latest in local news. Sports comes your way in a few minutes. Bob Morgan saying have a great day.